On this channel, I upload English listening videos for different levels every day. You can improve your English by listening. If you're ready, let's begin. Marta had been waiting for this weekend for weeks. She was going to visit her cousin in Seville for the first time, and she had promised to bring photos from her small town near the coast. On Friday evening, she finished work, packed a light backpack, and checked her ticket again. The train left early on Saturday, so she set 2 alarms and went to bed thinking, please, let everything go smoothly. On Saturday morning, the station felt colder than she expected. People were holding coffee cups and rolling suitcases across the floor. Marta arrived 30 minutes early, just like her father always advised. She stood near the information screen and watched the times change. When her train number appeared, she smiled and sent a message. "I'm here. Next stop, Seville," she wrote to her cousin Lucia. Lucia replied quickly, "Perfect. I'll meet you outside the main exit at 11:30. Marta looked at the platform number and walked there calmly. The train arrived a few minutes later, and the doors opened with a soft hiss. She found her seat by the window and put her backpack on her knees. As the train started moving, she felt relaxed. The fields outside were bright green, and the sky was clear. She imagined the weekend. Tapas, walking near the river, laughing with Lucia like when they were kids. After about an hour, the train slowed down near a small station Marta didn't recognize. She leaned forward to read the sign outside. The doors opened, and a few people got off. Marta expected the train to continue soon, but it stayed there. A man in a dark jacket stood up in the aisle and asked, "Excuse me, is this a normal stop?" The woman across from Marta shrugged. "I'm not sure." Marta tried not to worry, but she opened her phone anyway. The signal was weak. She checked the route on her ticket again. This station's name wasn't there. A few minutes later, a loudspeaker announcement came on, but the sound was unclear. Marta caught only a few words. Technical delay, next train. People started talking louder. Someone sighed dramatically. Marta felt her stomach tighten. What if I miss my connection? What if Lucia waits for me for hours? She hated being late, especially when someone was doing something kind for her. She stood up and walked toward the train staff, who were speaking with a group near the door. When she got close, she heard a conductor say, "We have to stop here. There's a problem on the line ahead. Another train will take passengers to Seville, but it will arrive later." "How much later?" someone asked. "Maybe 2 hours," the conductor said. "We're sorry." Marta returned to her seat, trying to stay calm. 2 hours wasn't the end of the world, but it meant Lucia's whole morning plan would change. Marta typed a message, but it didn't send. She tried again and again, still nothing. The woman across from her noticed. "No signal?" "Almost none," Marta said. "My cousin is waiting in Seville, and I can't tell her." The woman nodded. "That's stressful. Sometimes there's Wi-Fi in the station building. You could try there." Marta looked out the window. The station was tiny, with a small cafe and an old yellow building. She made a quick decision. If the new train wasn't coming soon, she would step off, send one message, and come back. She grabbed her backpack and got off. The air smelled like wet stone and coffee. Inside the station building, her phone finally showed 2 bars of signal. She didn't waste time. "Train stopped. Technical problem. I'll arrive about 2 hours late. Sorry. Don't wait outside too long," she wrote. This time the message sent immediately. Marta let out a long breath she didn't know she was holding. She bought a bottle of water and a small sandwich, then walked back to the platform. When the replacement train arrived, everyone boarded more quietly, like they had used up their energy worrying. Marta found a seat and watched the countryside pass again. She still felt disappointed, but now it was lighter. At least Lucia knew. When Marta finally reached Seville, Lucia was standing near the exit, waving. Marta rushed over. "I thought you disappeared," Lucia said, half laughing. "I almost did. Marta said, but I fought the signal and won. Lucia linked her arm with Marta's. Come on, we still have the whole afternoon. As they walked into the warm city air, Marta thought, plans change, but the weekend is still mine. Thank you for listening and practicing English with us. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends.